Okay, hello all, it's Jalmari, and today I'm going to talk about pretty interesting and crucial topics. So why marketers in startup world burn out, and it's also kind of same root cause why the startups sink. And yeah, this is going to be a little bit longer video, so you can go to kingoffunnel.com/pmfit and subscribe to my email list, and you can get this entire video and the whole package from there too. Anyway, let's go. So first of all, there's two big factors why startup marketers burn out, and the first one is that we are taught that marketing is omnipotent. So we have misunderstood the marketing magnitude, so how much we can really deliver impact with it. So in other words, it's more like we are used to think that if we just would have best marketers in the world, we could kind of grow any business. And then the second variable is that marketing goals are squeezed out of absolutely delusional company targets. So kind of like if this image you can see here, if this is your backyard view, and you try to go and sell ice cubes in this kind of environment, there's no market. So this is like the saying that North Pole, you can't sell ice cubes to North Pole. Okay. And now I'm going to very thoroughly go and break this in smaller pieces. So anyway, the first is that we are taught marketing is omnipotent. So it's kind of like, here you can see marketer, and then there's the kind of audience. And we're used to think that the net kind of the marketing magnitude is something so huge that we can just walk and capture any kind of audience or market. And that's of course, that's our like human biology. It's healthy narcissism, and it's part of our balanced brain chemistry and survival. So that we of course, we are used to praise our own discipline, whatever it is. So salespeople say that sales is most important because it brings money in the house, and marketing people say that that's the most important because it creates a relationship with the audience, and product people say that good product is most important because a good product sells itself. So it just depends what is your background, and then we automatically think that that's the most important thing in the business. Still, this doesn't take anything away of marketing. It just means that all these need to be balanced. Yeah. Anyway, now a little bit more about this misunderstood marketing magnitude. So here on the left is kind of victim market. We just think this, that okay, if we have good marketers, we can conquer this entire field. And now the market reality is that the healthy business is built on these unmet needs. So like already we start to see here, the size of this net is totally different. So we think that marketing magnitude is something that we just go and grab all the people and turn them in the paying customers. And yeah, and now the unmet need, it's most kind of crucial concept here, and it just it means that the unmet need is it's a pain which existing solutions don't cure, and it needs to be kind of top 1, 2, or 3 problem in the person's mind. So they need to be aware that okay, this is problem for me, because if it's not problem, they don't have any kind of motivation to buy anything. And even your marketing messages, they don't understand that it's for them, because they can't recognize themselves there because they're not aware of the problem. And now here's more like example. So I've been using Headspace meditation app since 2015, so 7 years now. And now it's easy to say, I see these kind of approaches on daily basis, that people say that okay, meditation app, it's huge market, and then we take some kind of delusional number that, okay, we want to acquire 10 million users in, I don't know, 2 years. And that's the fictive market, and now we are still thinking that with marketing we can just go and capture everything. And now the challenge is that if we get kind of new business idea and we say that, yeah, let's build meditation app that has like 10,000 meditation tracks, and then we just go and market it, and we will have huge company because it's much better than Headspace, because Headspace has limited amount. It's maybe in the beginning there was maybe few dozens of meditation tracks, and now we are getting that okay, the fictive market sounds lucrative, and is the fictive market huge? Yes. Can we capture it with marketing? No. And the reason is that it's not an unmet need. If I have problems with my headspace when I'm meditating, or I don't meditate for some reason, the problem, the issue is something absolutely different than the number of the meditation tracks. So it's not, currently I don't have any meditation app related, like despite how many meditation app ads I would see, I don't feel much pain there because Headspace is working well enough. And now the second thing that differs startup world from other businesses, and also we get wrong marketing advices because startup world is very monopolistic. So we have only one search engine, so one Google, one bookstore like Amazon for ebooks, and we have one canva.com, so if I want to do graphics, and it's also with Headspace. So when there is already one bigger player, it's super hard just go there and kind of conquer it. Of course, then you need to go to niche, or you need to find some challenge and validate it from the existing solutions. But still, it's not like it's the fact that Headspace has millions, dozens of millions of users. It doesn't mean that you can just go and do the same. Okay, and now this is kind of the misunderstanding once again with the marketing magnitude. So it's the size of this butterfly net. So we are used to think that it's something huge. We just go and we kind of capture the whole market. But no, it's built on these unmet needs, and so the marketing magnitude is much more. It's smaller than we think, but still it doesn't take anything away from marketing. It just means that we need to balance all these silos in the business. So it's more about kind of like amplifying the existing unmet needs. That's the role of marketing. My background is in sales copywriting, so I have gone through all these legends like David Ogilvy, Claude Hopkins, etc. And I know that in the past, before, like now we are living post-marketing era, but especially like in 1950s or something, after big world wars, there was like shortage of all kind of goods. So it was different world, and we could more like just go and market, and when people hear that okay, there's something I can buy, they went and bought it. But that doesn't work anymore. So we don't create needs or pains anymore. And of course, with kind of super aggressive marketing, you can still sell some shit, but it's not real startup business, and it's not kind of a healthy approach for business. Yep. So that was the first one, and now I connect it with this second piece, that marketing goals are squeezed out of delusional company targets. So we have here on the right the market reality. Now I have added here the company on the left. So, and this is this wonderful illustration. This is the net. So it just means that when we set up a company, we have the problem space here on the left, So we decide some kind of problem we want to solve in this world. And then the problem has kind of a equivalent, there's some kind of a pair on the market. So the problem might be something that people are happy or unhappy. And if we choose a problem that people here on the right, the market, are already happy with everything related to this problem, so the problem is not big enough, it's not of course going to be very successful business because they don't have motivation to buy. And then here in the center is the next piece, that's the solution, and of course solution consists of the features. So what problem we decide to solve, it needs to have the equivalent part on the market, and then also the solution needs to be lined up with that approach, because the solution and the features in the solution is the one that as marketers what we are going to talk about and what we can say, and now I'm going to emphasize it more. So now the problem starts that we mix up problems and unmet needs once again. So we just, because the problem is a buzzword, we all know that, okay, we need to choose a problem we want to solve in this world. But the fact that something is problem, especially when it's problem in our mind, it's not problem, big enough problem in the audience. So it's not this unmet need. And of course, like I said, we steer the company from the problem box, and everything else comes from there. And now about the marketing magnitude in action. Here's like fictive example that I let's say that I get idea that, okay, there's no like a cheap under 20k sporty looking electric car, and I would like to build this kind of business. And now it sounds that, okay, there's like a lot of people who could buy it, and of course especially it would be like more like young gas heads who don't have so much money, but they are interested in cars. And now when we start to look more at this case, and this is of course fictive case, it may be that we can find a problem in this field, but it can be that, for example, that these young gas heads, they favor performance over design. So for example, for them it doesn't matter how the car looks like, especially because they can tune the cars, they can make it look just like they want. But the only thing that matters is the performance, and they want to know, is there plus 400 horsepower? Okay. And now, like said, like the challenge now comes from there, that if we choose a wrong problem, or the problem without unmet need on the right, it means that, okay, let's put it this way. If I choose the problem and it's kind of the right one, that I know what is the unmet need in the minds of these gas heads, I know that I can start to build a electric car, and it needs to have this 400 horsepower so that we can sell it and we can talk about it. But if I'm not aware of it, and I just start to build good looking cars that look sporty, but there's not much performance, so there's only 100 horsepower, then it's not like the gap between the existing states and the unmet need is too much. So we can't, with marketing, we can't catch up this gap here. So if we build sporty looking electric car with 100 horsepower and the segment we are approaching don't care about the look, they just want 400 horsepower, we can't, despite of what we say about the product, they are not going to buy it. So it just means that we can't, if it's 100 horsepower, that's the feature, and we can then talk about the feature. But we can't say that, because if we say that it's 400 horsepower and it's not, it would be lying. And because we can't lie, well, all marketers are liars, but anyway, we can't lie that much. It just means that we could use all the possible mad psychological sales and marketing triggers whatsoever, but they wouldn't still buy it. So it's not about marketing or the branding, how we say it, blah, blah, blah. The only fact is that the features doesn't support our marketing so much that the audience would get interested and take action to buy it. Okay. And so that's the challenge here. Or that's kind of the goal here. And that's now that we need to have the balance with the problem and the feature in the middle, and then the unmet need. Okay. And now, kind of now we are getting the end. And now here's again the meditation app example. So this is now that like this is the factor here that makes the difference, like the healthy business and marketing goals come from here. So we need to have the unmet need, and then this is our audience, and we start to make the calculations about the size etc from here. And this is versus these fictive goals that we just take. We don't understand that we need unmet need behind the business so that it can fly. And then we take this fictive market. We just think, okay, we just go and take 10 million users for meditation app in 2 years, and you are the marketer, and your goal is now to get that. Okay, just go and execute. Tell me when you're ready. And of course, that doesn't happen because it's fictional. It just won't happen. So this difference, or this, yeah. So this is the point, and this is the difference when marketers burn out, and why the startups sink. Because if everything is built on fiction, of course it won't work. So, for example, I come from Finland. We are like 5 million people here. And if I get some kind of idea of some product, I don't know, bicycle for only Finnish people, and my annual target is to sell 10 millions of those, and then I get some marketer. It doesn't make sense, because that would mean that there would, like, we would need to be able to sell 2 bikes per 1 person in Finland through a year, and that of course wouldn't happen. So it's mission impossible. It won't happen. Okay. So this is kind of the root cause behind all these challenges. And of course, still, even when we found this unmet need, we can still burn out. We have still rivals. We need to work hard, but at least we have kind of control of the fate. So it's in our hands what's coming. And of course, still we need, like, there's many variables, like said, but it's at least it's not mission impossible. So that's the difference. So recap: we are taught that marketing is omnipotent. Like said, it comes from our brain chemistry, that we praise our own background or others, and because we think that marketing is omnipotent, we see that we have marketing problems. So once again, we have the startup, and then we think that we have marketing problem, and we just keep pushing until we are burned out. But it's not marketing problem if the root cause is that we are not fixing an unmet need on the market. Yeah, and of course still it takes some time to get any marketing to work, but after decent time, if there's still no results, then it means that okay, there's some other root cause we need to fix. And then the second one is that marketing goals are squeezed out of delusional company targets. There's no unmet need, like I said. The reality is that there is not actually market. So if you want to sell ice cubes to North Pole, and this is how this is your background view, it's of course pretty easy to understand that these people here, well, they just don't need. First of all, they probably don't need so much cold drinks, and if they when they drink cold drinks, it's cold enough, or they can go and get their own ice cubes from somewhere here. Okay, so yeah, that's all. Please let me know how this sound. You can subscribe to my email list. I'm getting deeper to this. I have more parts coming, so kingoffunnel.com/pmfit, or you can send connection request LinkedIn, and you can find it with my name like this. Okay, thanks for your time, and let me know how this sounds. Okay, thanks, bye.